Hello and welcome to Soulmate Coach Crystal, where we learn to attract, create, and maintain relationships that are lasting and loving. I want to talk today about are you blocking your own happiness? And as a coach, I work with my clients around attracting, creating, and maintaining lasting and loving relationships. And a lot of that work is around dealing with the things in your own life that have blocked you from having not only the kind of relationship you want to have, but the kind of life you want to have. And so there's a lot of life issues that get brought up there. And what I found in coaching, and I find in myself, is that oftentimes when I don't have the things I want in my life, it's because somewhere I'm blocking it. Not all the time. But a lot of the times, I'm just not in a place where I'm able to receive it. And I use the example of when I first met my husband, my current husband. It was only 6 months after my late husband had passed away, and that was still in the most horrible, darkest, blackest time of my life when I met my current husband. But prior to meeting him, I knew I wanted to get married again. Even though it was only 6 months, I knew I wanted to share that connection. I didn't think I was ready, but I knew I wanted to. And so what I would do to comfort myself at night when I would have to go to bed, get in the bed that I got in with my late husband, and he's not on his side and he's never coming back, and there's all that sadness there, I would imagine this fantasy life where I would meet this person and they would understand that I loved my late husband. They would understand that I was healing. They would be kind and generous and supportive. And I just had this real serious fantasy I would go into every night to kind of comfort myself and lull myself to sleep. And so when I got out and I started, living again and meeting different people, and I met my husband, actually prior to meeting my husband, a couple of my girlfriends, I would talk with them and begin to open up and go, I believe that there's someone else out there for me, somewhere. I don't think I'm ready yet, but this is who this guy is. He's kind and he's considerate, and he understands that I love my late husband and that I always will, and there's room for our relationship in that. And I didn't want to have sex before I was married. So it was all these things that that were for me. I just imagined this person. And the amazing thing was, so many people tried to talk me out of that. Quite a few of my friends, and I believe they were well-meaning. Crystal, you haven't dated in 16 years. You don't know what it's like out here. You are, you're asking for too much and you don't even know it. Maybe you should lower your standards. Maybe you should just not come out here with all these lofty expectations because those men aren't out here. Well, it was interesting because a few weeks later, I met my husband. At happy hour. Who knew? But I knew because I had fantasized. What I didn't realize, the power of what I was doing at the time that I didn't realize is, I didn't realize that I was actually opening up something. I was opening up something to be received. I was opening up a part of myself and to receive this wonderful man that was coming my way, where some of my friends weren't open to that. And they have the kind of relationships that they're open to, and I have the kind of relationship that I'm open to. And so as I'm coaching and I'm realizing wow, as I'm working with my clients and I'm realizing this principle just over and over and over, that once we're able to open ourselves up to the wonderful things that are possible, more of those things begin to show up in our lives. It's just amazing to me. So that's what I wanted, to put out there today, guys. What are you open to? What do you open yourself up to? Do you complain? Do you say there are no good men? Are you really committed to that? There are no good men. They're all liars. They're dogs. They're in jail. They're gay. There are no good single men out here. If that's what you're believing, I'm pretty sure that's what's showing up in your life. And so just asking you, what are you open to? What are you willing to be open to? It's almost like a defensive move. You're doing this here, you're not going to be open to, and you might not even recognize it when it comes your way. So, just throwing it out there. Yeah, I welcome all questions and comments. soulmatecoachcrystal@gmail.com. Also, you can visit my website, soulmatecoachcrystal.com. And take care, and I will talk with you soon. Blessings.